Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dee Dlugonski, and we are here on behalf of the Active Women's Health Initiative, which is one of the 4 initiatives within the Sports Medicine Research Institute here at UK. Today, I'm really excited that we have our whole leadership team here, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves before I get started.
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Hoke and I am a co-director of the Active Women's Health Initiative and I'm assistant professor here in the College of Health Sciences.
And I'm Mary Lloyd Ireland, the other co-director of this initiative. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and a full professor at the University of Kentucky College of Medicine.
So in the interest of time here today, I'll be giving the presentation, but we thought it was really important to show that our whole leadership team is behind this idea and that we're all excited about our Girls Can outreach program. And as you'll see, this is just one part of what we are doing with our initiative. So today I'll share a little bit about our initiative overall, and then I'll really get into talking about our Girls Can outreach program. I'll tell you a little bit about why we think we need to have this program, and then explain it to you. And I'm so excited today that we can share with you some pictures from our very first event. Obviously, we'll take your questions at the end. So this is our team. I'll breeze on through here because you met us all personally today. Our mission together with the Active Women's Health Initiative is to optimize health and promote physical activity and wellness for girls and women across the lifespan. We do this through 3 approaches, 3 components to our work: research, education, and outreach. And today we're primarily going to be talking about the outreach component of our mission. Our primary outreach, we're doing a lot of different kinds of outreach, but our primary program that we're standing behind is our Girls Can outreach program. This program, just like our mission, is designed to enhance physical activity, health, and wellness of young girls. And we're doing this through 3 approaches, 3 strategies. First, we're giving girls exposure to lots of different types of physical activity and sport. We are providing them with health-related educational opportunities. And then finally, giving them opportunities to engage with active female role models, because we believe when girls get to practice different activities, when they can see women and girls just like them being active, that they're more likely to be active too. So we are all scientists and in careers of medicine, and I told the leadership team this last time, and today I'll tell you, I can't get by without showing you just a little bit of data here today. So let me take a minute to orient you to this figure. What you're looking at here are rates of physical activity for our youth, ranging in age from 2 to 5-year-olds all the way up to high school age. And you're looking at rates of meeting physical activity guidelines. Now, those physical activity guidelines are a little bit different for each of these groups, but in general, we can see those trends of rates of meeting physical activity guidelines. For our 2 to 5-year-olds, or the solid bars are for boys, striped bars are for girls. And I think what's immediately obvious to me and probably to everyone in this crowd today, we have a disparity between girls and boys in their physical activity from the time girls are as young as preschool age, some of our data suggests. That is unacceptable to me, and my guess is that many of you have young girls in your life and think that's probably pretty unacceptable too. The other thing that I think here, and the reason we need this Girls Can program, is that you can see across time that we have girls opting out of physical activity. By the time girls are in Kentucky or in high school, only about 13% of them are getting 60 minutes of physical activity per day, and that has lifelong health implications. So this is why we need this program and why we're standing behind it. So what is this program that I'm talking about? It is a free year-long program for girls in kindergarten through 8th grade, where each year we will enroll at least 100 girls. We will hold at least 4 signature events each year. These signature events will look a little different depending on the season or the sporting event we attend, but they'll all include some educational components, exposing girls to different physical activities, attending a women's sports event, and engaging with active female role models. And then we'll have some other events throughout the year that are not our primary 4 events. So I am so excited that we launched this program in September, and I am happy to report that we have enrolled over 100 girls already, Quite frankly, most of this happened in the first 2 weeks, and then I freaked out and said, let's not push it any harder right now. Let's just make sure we're successful. So we have 106 girls enrolled, and we have successfully completed our first event on October 27th. It was a fall-themed physical activity event in conjunction with UK women's soccer. And you can see here, I'll kind of guide you through the event with some pictures. Our first educational opportunity, and really to get these girls engaged in the program, they decorated pumpkins. Not only did they make them pretty and beautiful in their own, but they also wrote messages about what girls can do on their pumpkins. So they said things like girls can run, girls can play softball. My favorite was girls can do anything. They then played some activity games. Could you play the video on this, Michael? Could you play the video on this? Thank you. They used their pumpkins to engage in fitness activities. So they had some fun relays that our board president, Kelly Cecil, made up for them. You can see here they're engaging with active female role models. They had an absolute blast with these pumpkins that they decorated and then got to play with and meet some new girls and have some fun. This is only, I promise you, a small piece of the fun they had that day. The other component of this event, like I said, we want these girls to see active female role models. And so we had 6 volunteers. This is 5 of the 6 there for the day, in addition to a few others who helped us. 3 of them were from the UK Charge group. And if you're not familiar, it's an activity-based group for female college groups. It's a nationwide organization. We have a chapter here at UK. And the other 3 were Kentucky senior gymnasts. So they came, they all interacted with the girls. They made the event so much more fun and really gave some role modeling there. So what we're asking, our donors have generously supported this program in its first year. What we're asking is for your help in growing the program. We have demonstrated that we can enroll girls in this program. I'm not sure how many we can enroll, but we want to make sure that we are enrolling as many as we have the ability to reach, and that we are growing the programming for Girls Can. So we're asking for your support of 4 female undergraduate students to have year-long internships to help us lead this program. Those interns will have leadership roles in this program. We will obviously be a mentorship team to them, but they will have leadership roles in 4 different areas: recruitment, education and program design, communication, as well as evaluation. This will provide them with hands-on learning experiences that complement what they're already getting in the classroom, and it will help them develop career-relevant skills, and they'll get the opportunity to be mentored by our research team, who they may not otherwise be in contact with. So there are many benefits to your support that range from the individual student all the way out to the university and the community. In addition to what I've already talked about for the students, we think that the opportunity to engage with a team who's working on a program to solve a public health problem really gives them the opportunity to work together as a team and develop some career-relevant skills that will set them apart as they move into the workforce or graduate school, whatever their next step is. But it really goes beyond those individual students when we think about the benefits of your support. Certainly for advancing our mission to improve the lives and the physical activity and the wellness of women and girls across the lifespan, it helps us to do that. And specifically for our program, it will allow us to expand the programming that we are able to offer. So we have our 4 signature events. That's great, but that's probably not enough if we start enrolling a couple hundred girls in this program. So we need to enhance the programming, as well as reach a larger and more diverse group of girls to make sure that we are reaching those girls that are part of the gap that we saw in the figure earlier. And then finally for the university, we certainly think that this program can help to facilitate student success, which is a core mission of the university. And I think we have thought about this as a team and really believe that this program, the Girls Can program, connecting the university, our talents and education and resources at the university to bring change in the community is part of fulfilling the land-grant mission of this public university. So we certainly think that it aligns with the university's plan and goals as a land-grant university. So thank you for your time and attention after lunch, and we will entertain any questions you have. That's a great question. We're from the College of Health Sciences, but they are in no way required to be from the College of Health Sciences. You saw there that, especially I think about communication and social media, we probably need to go outside of our college for that one. So any college across the university, as long as they have the expertise in those areas. Do you want to? It's not a joke, people.
So I firmly believe that I was a girl who was reared to be able to do sports and do a lot of things, and I think that made me more successful. And so I am totally behind this program, and it's been very exciting to see how far it's come so quickly. As Dee said, we're a little like, whoa, what's going on? But the children are so engaged, and their parents will bring them because they want them to be more active. And the group that we're trying to get to isn't the athletes necessarily, but it's these young individuals that aren't working out. And we know as we become women, we're driving the healthcare train. So if we can make them much more healthy and active in their youth, we're hopeful that that can transcend into the whole family.
Based on the success of the first event, have you decided any revamping or tweaking of the program as you first envisioned it?
Well, we have scheduled a basketball event, and we wanted to have probably the parents be a little more involved with doing something within the mothers are usually the one, but have them be a little more engaged in doing things with each other. And I also think we'll develop maybe more of a mentorship, more relations that the kids can go and maybe recruit other students from their schools, maybe again the kids that aren't as active, and grow it in a lot of ways. So this first event was was just very rewarding to see how the children interacted, and the kids came from all different places, and we haven't recruited yet. So I think if we really want to recruit, that's where we need your help with the interns and getting people to really grow this.
So this looks like a great program, but I'm curious whether you have plans for it to grow in age with the kids as they grow in age, because as the mom of a 15-year-old girl, there were lots of things for me to get her involved in when she was that age. Now I just take her to Champs a couple times a week. So
I think our restriction was through compliance with UK, and that we've got, if they're being recruited to be collegiate athletes, we can't go 9 through 12. If we're recruiting them through this program right now. But as we get this more defined, I think you're exactly right. We should be able to have the high schoolers here. So since they're going to an event, and it's my understanding, since they're at an event and they're interacting with some of the students, then there could be some compliance issues. It's all about compliance with UK, right? Whether it's athletics or a lot of different areas.
I'd like to hear just a little bit more about how you're going to select, if for lack of a better word, the young women that you use for this program. I mean, I understand in its infancy now, you're grateful to get 100 that are really interested in doing this. But part of what excites me about this program is I go out in the community, whether it's to the mall or the grocery store or whatever, and I see many, many, many way overweight 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old little girls, and I think, where are they going to be someday? And those are the ones that, to me, need to be put, and all of these kids look nice and thin and active and healthy, and will there come a point when you can reach the ones that need the program the most, and how will you find them?
I think that's an awesome question, and certainly something we've had discussions about internally. We need to build partnerships in the community. So we need people like you to support the program, not just financially, but to tell your friends about it, to connect us with community organizations who are already working with youth, because really that's how you get to children who need this program the most, quite frankly, is by building relationships in the community. So these two have been here longer. You have something else to add to that? Yeah, I got here in January, so I'm still working on that relationship building piece. So we welcome any input or relationships that you can help us to build to accomplish that goal. Thank you.